In past years, the sounds and sights of the Queensland Boardwalk were intoxicating. The aroma of cotton candy and hot dogs drifted through the air as people relaxed and enjoyed the many attractions. But that was before Gorilla Grodd's forces invaded. And let me, Booster Gold, be the one to tell you, a barrel full of monkeys really isn't all that fun.
Fuel cell secure.
The carousel, or merry-go-round, traces its roots back to a cavalry training mechanism from the 12th century, but didn't become a form of recreation until sometime around the 17th century. These dates are a bit vague. Maybe I, Booster Gold, should ask Rip Hunter to go back in time and get the full story.
Lois Lane with Daily Planet Live. Breaking news.
Ready for some more history? I knew you were. The Ferris wheel was preceded by the pleasure wheel, dating back to the 17th century. Pleasure wheel passengers rode in chairs that were suspended in a large wooden ring, which was then rotated by a strongman. Sounds like a job for Superman. The Queensland Boardwalk is an important part of Hi, I'm Booster Gold. You might remember me from other exploration adventures such as Chinatown, Gotham's East End, and the harrowing Suicide Slum. Today's exploration will take us to Metropolis University, a world-class institution of higher... Welcome to Exploration Adventures with Booster Gold. I'm Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to the fantastic Metropolis Metrodome, home of the Metropolis Meteors football team. This is the heart of Metropolis University, the main building, Corlin Hall. Students start their journey here so that they will soon be transforming tomorrow. I, Booster Gold, am here to transform yesterday, protecting my past to ensure your future.
I am Jack Ryder, and you are wrong. Why? Because of a purple people eater named Parasite, friend. He can suck the life force out of everything from a Studebaker to Superman.
Happerson's Journal. Type 2 carbon crystallization susceptibility.
The Thaddeus V. Maxwell Bell Tower has been a local landmark since the university was first established back in 1958. Many a future supervillain has climbed to the top of this tower and looked out across the city thinking, all of this will be mine one day. But they don't reckon on Booster Gold being there to save the day. Well, hypothetically, I mean.
Happerson's Journal. Type 3 ultra-catabolism. Potential energy manifestation.
This residential hall, Mark Neuper Dormitory, is where future young intellects go to sleep between classes. It's also where they awkwardly fail to meet members of the opposite sex. Well, if only they had the charisma and confidence of yours truly, Booster Gold.
This is Luther to LexCorp. Keep the bugs away from my exobites at all costs. I'm sending in reinforcements to help beat back to Hive, so I repeat, defend the exobites. Sacrifice yourself if necessary. Are we clear?
The Metrodome is not limited to football. It is also the home of the Metropolis baseball team and any other large event, such as concerts or demolition derbies. Though I'm not really sure why anyone would pay to see a demolition derby when you can watch cars get smashed for free as heroes and villains do battle on the street. The unmistakable outline of the Metropolis Metrodome is visible from all over Little Bohemia. The Metrodome is the premier arena for any large-scale event. Whether they're here for a sports event, monster truck pull, or rock concert, the stadium is almost always surrounded by an excited swarm of people milling around like bees in a hive. As you approach the Metropolis Metrodome, the roar of the crowd can't help but sweep you up. The excitement ripples outward across the city blocks in every direction. Just the thought of it takes me back to memories of me, Booster Gold, as the star quarterback. Ah, good times. So, do you feel smarter after spending some time in... Hi, I'm Booster Gold, and welcome to the Exploration Adventures with Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to Metropolis General Hospital, a state-of-the-art research hospital in Little Bohemia.
Help! Help!
This is Metropolis General Hospital, one of the finest health facilities in the nation. Also, a teaching hospital and affiliated with nearby Metropolis University, this is where many medical students serve out their residency. I guarantee that if I, Booster Gold, am ever injured by a lucky shot from some fleeing villain, this is where I would go to be healed. Metropolis General offers a standard emergency ward, but due to the unplanned nature of emergency care, the emergency ward must be prepared for a broad array of illnesses and injuries, some of which may be life-threatening and require immediate attention. Met General's new Meta-Human Research Wing, funded by LexCorp, recently opened to handle healthcare for the ever-growing meta-human population. I guess they need to be ready in case someone like Wonder Woman ever catches a cold. No, wait. She's magic, right?
Spell it out.
Who would fail to be inspired by the nurturing and healing care offered by a hospital like Metropolis General? Well, okay, maybe some of you villains out there wouldn't be impressed. A fair warning then. Booster Gold will be keeping an eye on you.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
This is Madame Xanadu's Occult Curiosities, a magic shop where you may enter freely, unafraid. Ancient secrets lie behind each of the rune-covered books that line the store shelves. Well, that's what they claim anyway. I, Booster Gold, just wanted to purchase a magician's hat. It must have been out of stock.
Do you see her? Madame Dia perches atop the theater, greedily using her cursed amulet to entomb the incorporeal. Free her from that talisman. Use it to call back the souls of the...
Initiate field report. Broken into many tiny fragments, this soul requires extra care.
A representation of the diversity in Metropolis, Mannheim's Chinese theater is a beloved part of the city and home to rich cultural offerings, from gallery exhibitions of cultural beauty to dramatic performances of modern theatrical masterpieces. The theater itself is a dark, cavernous room with large plush seats and the faint scent of magical mayhem.
Initiate field report. The Sentinels of Magic can restore this splintered soul fragment with Gnostic thaumaturgy.
I'm Jack Ryder, and you are wrong. Why? Because the goddess Circe is on the scene. The queen of mean, the mistress of malevolent magic, the dishy grande dame of deceit. This is...
The last grimoire was a limited edition.
The Shen Po Gardens of Chinatown are known for their exotic beauty and scenic seaside view. I, Booster Gold, find gardens are great for sitting in while waiting for someone to ask you for your autograph. I usually bring an entire box of pens because you can't be too prepared.
Impressive.
Dr. Fate, the goddess Circe speaks. You fear Trigon's power. Perhaps you think him too strong. Coward. You and your sad little sen-
This is Booster Gold again. Hello, I'm Booster Gold, and this is the Booster Gold Exploration Adventure Series. This adventure will take you to the headquarters of the Science Police, Metropolis Division.
So cool!
Initiate field report. It's still warm to the touch. Initiate field report. It will take powerful magic to restore this soul fragment.
The Science Police Headquarters, also known as the 8th Precinct, is specially equipped to handle superpowered villains and to temporarily detain them until they can be transferred to Stryker's Island for long-term imprisonment. The Science Police are tasked with handling supervillains who threaten the safety of Metropolis when Superman and the other heroes are elsewhere engaged. Note to self, make sure that they know that Booster Gold is also available to help protect Metropolis when Superman is away, or even to assist when he's here. Within the Science Police is an elite response team known as Squad K. They're tasked with handling Superman should he ever become a threat to the people of this planet. This information is highly confidential and should not be made public in any way. I completely made that up. That's right, Squad K. As if that's real. Sounds like a breakfast cereal. The Science Police prove that anyone with the... Hello, and welcome to the Booster Gold Exploration Adventure Series. I'm Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to the Metro Station, formerly a bustling rapid transit system that spanned Metropolis. For those who aren't blessed with the power of flight, acrobatics, or super speed, the Metropolis Metro Station provides quick and easy travel to almost any part of Metropolis. I, Booster Gold, am able to fly thanks to my flight ring, which I, acquired back in the 25th century, even though it's originally from the 30th century. As you can see, the metro station lies in ruin due to the powerful forces that have done battle in the area. Rumor has it that Giganta and Circe's bestiamorphs are holed up there. I don't know what they're up to, but Booster Gold may just have to step in and convince Giganta to provide rides to passengers throughout Metropolis. The shining jewel in the Metro Transit System's crown is the Rail Whale, its elevated railway. This train hangs suspended from tracks high above the city and provides an unparalleled view of downtown as it weaves through the city's most prominent skyscrapers.
Metro Transit. Current transit time is 4 minutes. Don't drown in traffic. Ride the Rail Whale.
İçmedim, içeyim.
Madame Xanadu's magic shop. Enter freely and unafraid. Need a potion? Looking for a spell? Seeking to divine the ancient mysteries? Come to Madame Xanadu's, your trusted source for all things magical, mystical, and marvelous. We carry everything for spellcasters young and old, now with locations in Metropolis. Enter freely and unafraid.
It's a shame the Metro Station has been... Welcome to Exploration Adventures with Booster Gold. I'm Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to Suicide Slum, such as Southside. Suicide Slum is a festering hive of crime and corruption. Let's go check it out.
The incantations in the scroll are difficult to make out, probably for the best.
Strikers Island Penitentiary is the largest prison facility in Metropolis and was designed to contain the city's worst criminals and most dangerous superpowered individuals. To my knowledge, there has never been an escape from Strikers Island, or even a riot, probably because they know Booster Gold is on the job. This is Steelworks, a steel foundry and workshop established by John Henry Irons. John Henry, known to me, Booster Gold, as Steel, well, actually known to pretty much everyone else as Steel. Anyway, John Henry uses Steelworks to perfect and study some of the most unique technologies on the planet.
Let's go!
The downfall of the suicide slum began when the local shipping trade dried up. Other nearby ports became favored by the city's expanding industries, and now the Southside Shipyard is a floating graveyard of abandoned cargo ships. But don't forget to try Big Belly Burger's new Fish Feast Fiesta. I hear they offer half price for Atlanteans. Wow, you survived! Welcome to Exploration Adventures with Booster Gold. I'm Booster Gold. This adventure will take you to Metropolis's Tomorrow District, the center of science and discovery in the city.
Impressive.
This text's very pages are protected by powerful enchantments.
Welcome to Big Belly Burger, a LexCorp company. Have a belly-busting day. May I take your order?
Science and Technology Advanced Research Laboratories, or STAR Labs, is an advanced research facility that studies many facets of futuristic science. Daily experiments lead to new technologies that range from revolutionary to quirky. Whenever any of my equipment malfunctions, I, Booster Gold, contact STAR Labs for repairs. Hey, I should pitch that to them as an endorsement.
Have you ever used a mechanical toothbrush, window cleaner, eaten a chocolate bar? Believe it or not, many of the everyday things in your world are the result of advances from Star Labs. Alien technology has brought numerous advances to our planet, but at Star Labs, our hundreds of scientists are dedicated to unlocking more of these mysteries.
The Star Labs Observatory does more than just house a giant telescope. It is from here that the dedicated scientists of Star Labs keep a close watch on events transpiring off-world. They do so mostly for research purposes, but they don't hesitate to contact the Justice League if they detect anything that could threaten our planet.
Travel to other planets is possible. Here at Star Labs, we're working on boom tube technology that might open the wonders of the universe. At Star Labs, the sky is not the limit.
A research building in Metropolis, the Science Spire is connected with LexCorp and is one of the newest and most high-tech facilities in Metropolis. The scientists within have already established themselves as a powerful force in scientific research. Due to this reputation, the Science Spire has become what many call the public face of LexCorp. People in stiff, white lab coats can be seen periodically entering and exiting the Science Spire, though rarely does a civilian enter. No one is quite sure what goes on inside the Science Spire, though perhaps that mystery is best left untouched. Well, not no one. I bet those people in the white lab coats know what's going on in there.
This is Vicky Vale. Today on JLA Watch, Zatanna, the Justice League's mistress of magic. A self-described spellaholic, Zatanna relies
Metropolis has been called the City of Tomorrow, and nowhere is that more in evidence than the Tomorrow District. Science meets architecture, resulting in impressive modern structures and unrivaled advances in technology.
Technician report. These brilliantly designed cyber gauntlets will strengthen our grip around humanity.
The beautiful Centennial Park hedge gardens lend a sense of order and tranquility to the park. Originally a complex hedge maze, the hedge gardens were simplified to their current configuration after too many citizens were unable to find their way out of the maze.
Technician report. This schematic is another example of...
Other dimensions do exist. Magic, meta, technological. Ever wanted to visit the mirror dimension? Or view Scarterus? Here at Star Labs, we're working to understand...
Guerrilla Technician report. The transmat pad will play a vital role in General Grodd's conquest.
The Centennial Park Reservoir holds 28 million gallons of water and is home to 46,000 species of fish. Okay, I'll admit it, I have no idea if those numbers are correct. Booster Gold is no expert on reservoirs. The smiling face of the statue of Superman looks out over the green fields of Centennial Park. The statue memorializes Superman sacrificing his life to save Metropolis from doomsday. One day, there will be a solid gold statue right next to Superman's statue. That's right, a Booster Gold statue. Ellsworth Memorial Hospital features a dedicated and specialized staff of medical professionals. Historically, a hospital is a place of hospitality for those in need. This idea goes as far back as ancient Egypt, with temples that provided public health care, well before medical insurance was invented. I hope you enjoyed Centennial Park. Hi, I'm Booster Gold. You might remember me from other exploration adventures, such as the Tomorrow District, Gotham's Otisburg, and the inspirational Centennial Park. Today's exploration will take us to the Historic District, a city district simply...
Vale, and this is JLA Watch. On Hawkman and Hawkgirl, two birds of a feather fighting together with the Justice Society and the Justice League. Hawkman and Hawkgirl will not confirm, but rumor has it that even death cannot separate them for long. Instead, they are endlessly reincarnated to find each other again. Look for them flying high above Metropolis.
Today on Daily Planet Live. Join our live broadcasts for immediate information on international and extraterrestrial events. From Kondak to Oolong Island to the moon, we'll be there. The Daily Planet, your trusted news source live, online, and on newsstands around the world.
Don't fight the machine! Destroying.
This modern hydroelectric power station generates enough electricity to keep the entire city running year-round. The energy station is funded by LexCorp, though if the station ever fails, I think that I, Booster Gold, could power the city for at least an hour. Well, maybe 10 minutes. Okay, 19 seconds.
Never expose classified information to anyone. You may trust your teammates when they battle alongside you, but your secrets are your own. Sharing your identity, the location of your lair, or any vulnerability creates a dangerous liability for you and for them.
One of the oldest and most regal buildings in all of Metropolis, City Hall, is where all the important decisions of the city are made. Or it was before Brainiac invaded and the building was buried in rubble. Unfortunately, I was a little late for the scene. One of the oldest and most regal buildings in all of Metropolis, City Hall, is where all the important decisions of the city are made. Or it was before Brainiac invaded and the building was buried in rubble. Unfortunately,
status report.
I was a little late to the
Sinestro
scene.
Corps member 482 deceased. Sector scan 482 for replacement.
This is Lois Lane with Daily Planet Live. The fear-obsessed intergalactic criminal Sinestro is at large in Metropolis today, despite the Green Lantern Corps' campaign to bring him down.
The Central Auxiliary Operations Dam of Metropolis is one of the largest dams in the entire country. It's an arch-style dam, which means that it's designed to curve upstream so that the force of the water against it presses against the arch. The name's a little plain for me. Gold Dam has a nice ring to it, don't you think?
The Daily Planet Live. Join award-winning journalist Lois Lane's live broadcasts for what the Justice League is doing to counter the rise of the new villain forces. Tune in now. The Daily Planet, your trusted news source live, online, and on newsstands around the world.
For a so-called historic district, welcome to the Booster Gold Exploration Adventure Series. I'm Booster Gold. This adventure takes place in Metropolis's skyscraper-filled downtown district. This is where the skyline of Metropolis comes to life. Glen Morgan Square is the entertainment center of Metropolis. It's a popular landmark and tourist destination and has become a widely recognized symbol of the city. Bright, colorful signs abound, many of which feature me, Booster Gold. There's nothing like seeing your name in lights. The towering LexCorp building dominates the skyline of downtown Metropolis like the point of a spear through its heart. It is said that Lex Luthor has a commanding view of the city from his offices at the top of the tower. I have to admit that I'm a bit jealous. All I can see from the Booster Gold lair, also known as my apartment, is a parking garage.
Prepare to take a beating from the unstoppable Captain Cruel.
When you envision the Metropolis skyline, the Daily Planet building is the first thing that comes to mind. The iconic globe sits atop this tall downtown skyscraper with pride, and the intrepid reporters within are known throughout the world for their unmatched investigative skills. Strangely, most of my greatest exploits ended up buried near the back pages.
Supposed to be costume.
Thanks for the backup.
What? Can't a guy catch a break?
Downtown Metropolis is one of my favorite parts of the city. The tall buildings, the thriving commerce, the Booster Gold billboards. What a great place.